I stood in my own living room, holding a bouquet of flowers like a fool, while I listened to my wife, Ava, laugh in the next room. She didn't know I'd come home early from Savannah. She was on the phone, her voice dripping with a cold mockery I had never heard before. "Grant is just a bank," she trilled. "You don't leave a bank until you've drained it and found a better one." In that singular moment, the 20 years I had spent building a life for her, every brick I laid, every late night I worked to provide her with designer dresses and Newport parties, turned to ash. I didn't scream or confront her. I simply pulled out my phone, hit record, and captured the confession that would eventually become her undoing. I walked out silently, leaving the flowers on the table like a tribute at the funeral of a marriage I hadn't realized was already dead. For months, I lived a double life. I wore a mask of the predictable husband while working behind the scenes with a shark of an attorney named Howard. We restructured my assets, moved my business into trusts, and meticulously logged every cent Ava skimmed into her secret art fund. I watched her grow bolder and more disrespectful, constantly comparing me to her exciting, new lover, Logan. She viewed my silence as weakness, never suspecting that the bank she was robbing was already bricking up its doors from the inside. The climax arrived at a lavish party she threw in Newport Beach, a celebration I paid for, meant to debut her new life with Logan while I stood in the background. When she tried to humiliate me in front of the crowd, claiming she could dump me for a bit of excitement, I finally dropped the mask. I didn't flinch. I told the room exactly who she was. I detailed her thefts, played the recording of her calling me a mere resource, and revealed that I had filed for divorce that morning. I watched the color drain from her face as Logan, the man she traded her loyalty for, immediately folded and slunk away into the shadows. I walked out of that house and never looked back. The legal battle was brutal and swift. Her own words in the courtroom stripped her of the fortune she thought she had secured. Today, Ava lives in a cramped apartment, selling vacation rentals to strangers while taking the bus through streets she once looked down upon from a luxury car. My life is smaller now, but it is honest. I spend my mornings in a quiet Charleston home that actually feels like mine, restoring old buildings not for status, but for the love of the craft. I learned that you cannot argue someone into respecting you, but you can certainly stop staying where you are treated like a bill that is overdue. I am no longer a bank. I am a man who finally knows his own worth. If you realized that every sacrifice you made was being laughed at behind your back, would you have the cold discipline to wait for the perfect moment to take it all back? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Share your thoughts about this story in the comments.